Welcome back to Savvy Seniors. In this segment, we're welcoming Casey Snyder from Chartwell and specifically Martha's Landing.
And we were so excited for today's retirement living segment where we got to share with you the 3 different pillars. We started with dining, then we went into care, and now we're here with Casey to discuss recreation.
So Casey, tell me what recreation is and what it looks like in a retirement home setting.
So essentially, recreation programming is activities and opportunities that we design for our residents in order to support both their health and overall well-being. So we really look at the whole person. It's more than just a schedule of events. We're looking to create opportunities for them to engage, connect, pursue their passions, meet new people. So it's really well-rounded.
And what types of programs are offered?
Yes. So at the core of life enrichment or recreation programming and retirement living are the 6 dimensions of wellness. Now these are throughout our life, but they become even more important as we get older. So these 6 dimensions are intellectual, physical, spiritual, social, emotional, and vocational. And we have signature programs that align with all of these dimensions, and they're specifically designed to support that aspect of your well-being. So this could be something like an exercise class or a singing group or gardening or even just a simple happy hour. There's really something for everybody. And it's also important to note that not everything even occurs in the home. We're out and about all of the time. We go on outings, so we could be out for lunch or to a museum, or sometimes we even volunteer in our local communities to remain really engaged in our local communities.
Or the casino?
Yes.
We could lead a group to the casino. That would be okay.
I'll let you know when we're going.
So, okay, yeah, we'll go. So in that question, if I were moving into your retirement home and I liked knitting, or, I don't do knitting, but if I did, if I wanted to do something, if I wanted to play euchre or I wanted to go stand up paddleboarding or something like that, if I came to you and said, this is what I like to do, is that an option that you would look at?
Yes, absolutely. So how we go about developing programs stemming from our 6 dimensions of wellness, it all starts right when you move in. We love to sit down with you, get to know you. We call it a life history assessment, and we talk about things like your exercise habits, what was your career like, what are your interests. So if you love paddleboarding or going to the casino, that's something we want to know about so we can support you in that. But we also love to ask you questions like, what are you proud of in your life? What have you accomplished? Is there something that you've always wanted to do or try?
Oh, that's
Can
nice.
we make that happen? Yeah.
And say, for me, as being someone who is afraid of water, doesn't necessarily like stand-up paddleboarding, would I have to participate in these activities?
No, so that's the wonderful thing about retirement living. It's certainly a very social environment, but not everybody is naturally a social butterfly or an extrovert, but the option is there. So these are well-designed programs and opportunities for all interests and abilities, but you get to decide how you want to spend the day when you wake up every morning. If you feel like engaging with others and going to 5 things during the day, you certainly can, but if you just want a quiet day to yourself, there's nothing wrong with that as well.
And what benefits have you seen in terms of people aging and being able to participate in these different recreational activities?
So there's a lot of research, evidence-based research on the benefits of recreational programming, especially as we get older into later life. The more obvious ones are the studies on the physical health benefits. So those come from things like attending exercise classes and just moving more often. So we see reduced risks of cardiovascular disease, and they can help with managing high blood pressure, arthritis, improving our balance, so we're less likely to have slips, trips, and falls, right, which is really critical as we get older. What's really, really exciting that we're seeing a lot more of with the research that they're producing is the benefits for our cognitive health and our mental health from recreational programming. So for our mental health, we're seeing seniors that are really well engaged and they feel better about their health. They're more likely to perceive that they are healthier. They feel better about themselves and those around them. So it increases our mood, it helps us manage stress, and it reduces our anxiety. As far as cognitive health goes, also there's really exciting studies. So we've learned that even just engaging 4 hours a day on a regular basis, it can reduce your risks of cognitive decline as you get older by about 70%.
That's incredible. I did not know that.
Yeah, and then as well, when we look at the risk of dementia, which we're concerned about, especially once we get over 75, it can decrease it by up to 40% in some cases. So the benefits are really exponential, and it's really wonderful to see.
And I would also think that if you move into a retirement home and you don't know anyone, that's got to be daunting. So to engage in these programs right away, that would help to meet new people right away, and you could get people with similar interests. You know, people going to the casino.
Yes, so one of our great things that we love to do when someone moves in, because it is a huge life transition, right? It's kind of like being a kid and starting at a new school, in a sense, right? So at Chartwell, we do a resident ambassador program. So part of what we do when we're helping you move in and when we're doing the initial assessments when you come to join us is we kind of get a sense of what you're interested in, like going to the casino. And we'll try and match you with like-minded people to kind of pair you up so you're already set up for success and to have someone to socialize with on a regular basis.
I think this is just fantastic, having all of this available.
I want to go to day camp.
Yeah.
And also you have programs like theater and public speakers and entertainers that come in.
Yes, we work really closely with different community partners and subject matter experts. So whether it's an art therapist or, you know, a guest speaker coming in. Actually, right now, winter's coming sooner than we think, and we know that a lot of falls happen in the winter just with snow and ice. So we're getting ahead of it and being proactive with falls prevention classes so that we can avoid those hazards as we go into winter.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And how does sort of recreational programming in a retirement residence differ from different opportunities that you'd have just in the community?
Yeah, great question. So I think the main two things are the convenience and the consistency of it. So the convenience of it, it's in the building, it's right there, it's all planned out for you. You don't have to worry about if it's bad weather or arranging transportation or registering. That's all taken off of your hands and it's done for you.
Well, you get on the elevator, and as soon as you get on the elevator every morning, there's 9 o'clock yoga, 10 o'clock euchre, 11 o'clock casino, but they have everything on there. The other thing about, I mean, we are talking about Chartwell as a whole, but specifically you come from Martha's Landing. We have not talked about the view.
Yes, we're right on Lakeshore. It's beautiful.
And the rooms up there, the big windows and everything. So if anyone can go in and see that, that's a beautiful retirement residence.
Yeah, I loved when we went.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Paddleboarding.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we saw paddleboarders.
We did.
So thank you for joining us today.